And I'm explaining to all the signs this week. I work in sales, and the first week of every month is very, very, very busy for me. And I didn't want to not do videos this week. And I've really been wanting to incorporate the Rumi Oracle into my readings. So I believe the first week of every month for each sign, I'm going to pull a Rumi Oracle and then read the message, because the Rumi messages are just really beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. And we have number 36, Passion of the Wild Red Mother. If you hear my dogs making noise in the background, I apologize. Not much I can do about it, because they live here too, and I honor them. Let me see here. So let me go ahead and get started. And it says, don't ask the conscious ones about the wine. Behold the glowing effect of it in the eyes of drunks. So it says, bring me your unreasonableness, your insanity, your love without reason, and your passion, the passion that makes you crazy and shows all logical restraint from your mind. Oh, my face is itching. It's going to be a long read. Leave your ordered thoughts, sensible plans, and appropriate attire at my door. Put on your animal fur and sing to me in gibberish. When my beautiful goats die, I make drums from their skins, and their spirits live on in my passionate play. When my birds drop their feathers, I gather them and put them in my hair. Come draw with me as I place feathers in your hair, and we honor the spirits of the animals. Of your animal nature too, wild and free as you are in truth. Stick your tongue out and growl at those who try to tame you with guilt, shame, and fear. Do not think I give a damn for any of their silly games. They're games of reason and logic. Of course you should do it this way, they say. It makes sense. But I care not for what makes sense. I care for what brings you alive. You, O blazing angel, are invited by the Wild Red Mother to participate in a dance of divine passion. You're an activist, a poet, an advocate for justice, or a writer, content in your own world of dreams, or perhaps you're a healer devoted to the liberation of the suffering of others and hungry to commune with ancient wisdom. Perhaps you are all of these and some other exquisite amalgam of holy energy and form. Whatever your nature, there is passion in your heart, a fire for something more powerful than fear that can become the fuel for your life journey if you accept the invitation of the Wild Red Mother, of course. This is the invitation to lay aside despair, to lay aside doubt in the capacity of the human heart, even your frustration and impatience. It is time to quit whipping yourself and others, no matter how noble the intention behind the whip may be, and start dancing instead. Will you join her, the Wild Red Mother, in her exuberant play? You can choose to lead through joy, to heal through love, to transform suffering into what is meant to be the crucible through which ecstasy reveals itself. You do not have to analyze to stay in the throes of process and ordered stages. You can just choose this passionate path now. If you wish, you are ready. It is open to you. Will you accept? It takes a great spirit, one with much practice of studied rebellion, to be ready to cast off the shackles of society from a place of loving defiance rather than fearful anger, and to playfully say to the world, I have tasted your stale bread and underdeveloped wine, and have quite enough now. I decline your offer to gorge upon such lesser fruits. I prefer to feast upon bread, hot and fresh, and wine that is mouth-filling, and I don't know how to say that word. Impetuous. Wow. Join me if you like. It is an abundant feast, and there's plenty for all. Even in the spiritually minded, there can be driving fear, thinly veiled as devotion to the most arduous path. Perhaps for a while that serves as a truth of sorts, but eventually there will come a time when smaller truths must give way to larger ones, so that the soul can truly be free to grow. Passion is the bridge that leads you from smaller truth that suffering is necessary in order to heal towards a larger and more luscious. Sorry, I'm having so much problems today. Experience of life as a divine embrace. Yes, sometimes the divine lover, in all enthusiasm for the sport, bites you too hard or grabs you with so much desire that a bruise remains. However, the passion behind such fervent embrace can leave you begging for more life, for more that boundless love, even when it knocks you on over the head while grabbing for you. This is possible when you give up on judgment of what is good and what is bad, what is apparently spiritual and what is not, and when you just realize everything in your life is leading to love, whether through caress or a slap. The divine lover is seducing you. If you can accept this, you can certainly give yourself permission to love what you love, to live how you wish to live, and to forget about holding yourself back, because some choices make sense and others supposedly do not. If you're not able to rise to the passion that is possible for you, you'll let the wild red mother consume your philosophies and doctrines. She'll feast on your religion and your plans and devour your doubts and certainties. She'll tear away your need for maps and directions. Just when you think there's nothing left, she'll grab your hands and spin you. You'll tilt back your head, laughing wildly with her, spinning together along with the earth upon her axis. With a daring and bold love for life that would not be squashed, the wild mother speaks to you now. You can choose passion over fear time and time again, so I invite you to paint the whole world red with me with passionate nature. Let us laugh and change the world. The oracle comes to you with a message. It's a big cosmic yes. It is also an invitation to let go of suffering and struggle, not with regret or shame, but with a gentle acknowledgement that it has had its purpose. It now has a bigger purpose, that of passion, which calls you to engage in the embrace of life with more abandon than ever before. Now it is time to let go of your belief systems and needing to know anything. It is time to trust in the beating of your own heart and the people, places, and experiences that truly move you, whether it makes sense, it appears to be logical or not. The wild red mother comes to you when you are ready for her at a soul level. Your mind may think she is a thief in the night, ready to pilfer all that you hold near and dear, and be utterly in terror at the prospect, but your soul will be gargling with such anticipation of freedom. It will fill your heart with such sweet love and urge you to let go. Let her have her way with you, even if it means she crashes into you in the dark as she fumbles and drags you half asleep, to go out dancing with her in the full moon, wearing nothing but your animal skin and a smile. She'll soothe any bumps or bruises you receive in opening up to life with the most tender and effective of ministrations, for she is just as tender a nurse as she is a wild, raging dance partner. This oracle also brings you guidance. You have divine permission to do something ridiculous. Be it ridiculous on your own, in your own mind for your age or career path, or some identity or version of yourself you or another hold. The more ridiculous or inappropriate it seems, the more it moves you from your heart without rhyme or reason, the better. This is not about hurting people or behaving without moral code. It is not about childish indulgence and questionable justification for letting the ego misbehave. It is not about the ego at all. The wild red mother eats ego for breakfast. This guidance is about listening to the truth of your heart and allowing your heart soul to throb with aliveness, making more important than any restriction, opinion, judgment, or fear the mind, yours or that of others, could summon. And I've been reading the Sacred Honoring Ritual, just because, these messages are so beautiful. I'm sorry my reading's not better. This is like my 6th one I've read. I'm going to have to take a break. Place your hands open before you and say aloud, I call on the passionate wild red mother who loves me without condition. And a brother of my soul, Rumi, I ask for your guardianship onto the path of divine passion now. May I lead with my heart, dance in life without fear, surrender into truth, singing with my soul, becoming a leader of the new way of love upon the sacred earth. It is safe for me to be in my wild divinity. It is the only safe and true way for me to thrive. I'm blessed now and in the wild red mother's unconditionally loving protection and grace. So be it. You have finished your sacred ritual. And that is your Rumi Oracle for the month. And I'm going to be doing these once a month, but the Rumi Oracles are beautiful, beautiful messages. So I hope that something resonated with you.